Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Life with No Breaks. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Wynetta and I am the host of this lovely podcast. And in today's episode, I want to speak about the 4 things that are near and dear to me that I just can't do in my life. What I mean by that is there are certain things in life that we will participate in, and there are certain things that we don't. And when those things come to life, it causes you to do a lot of weird stuff. And I learned at a very young age to avoid these things. And if I can't avoid them, I know exactly what to do in order for those things to back away and retreat. So let's get into these 4 things. The first thing is drama. Now, drama is sometimes unavoidable. You may walk into a situation in which you may have knowledge about and someone puts you in the middle of it, and then it becomes something that it shouldn't be. Or someone can be able to insert your name in situations that are unrealistic or untrue and creates drama for you. Well, this is the thing. When it comes to drama, I'm allergic to it. I'm honestly allergic to it. I've witnessed drama firsthand and how it can affect people. I've seen how it can destroy families, friendships, all types of relationships, and how just a simple misunderstanding can lead into something that blows up and becomes toxic. And that's something that I try my best to sidestep from. Now, there are times in my life experience, that I have been involved in drama, and it's simply because of things that I may have been aware of, and someone inserts my name, and then boom, here comes the drama. Because when I go in and I correct it with the truth, that was something that the other person was not intending on happening. So then drama ensues. I like to combat drama with the truth every single time, because I keep to myself. I'm basically a homebody and I don't talk to people much. I have friends, I have family, but they can even tell you it's very rare for me to pick up a phone and give them a call, in which I need to do better with, but that's just been me. I'm not a big talker. I love listening to people more than I do talking about myself. So when drama rears its ugly head, I do what I do best, which is tell the truth, shame the devil, and let the dice land as they may. Sometimes that's something that people can respect, and then there are those times that people just don't respect me telling the truth. And the reason why is because it upends their lives. And with me telling the truth, it can do some damage, especially if you're trying to spin a lie and put me in the middle of it. You don't want to do that, because I will literally obliterate you with the truth. And a lot of people know that. So I don't get into drama like that at all. People can call me and tell me about the drama that they have been in, and I'll sit back and listen. I may give them some advice if they want it. But outside of that, I don't participate in it personally, like I'm bringing drama to someone, I'm gossiping with someone, because gossip can lead to drama. I don't do anything that can connect the dots to drama, because me and drama, we're not friends. We never have been friends, and I don't want to be friends with that. So one thing that I do know as well from life experience is when you have drama, chaos will ensue. I've told people that know me that drama begets chaos. And what I mean by that is when you're entangled in some drama, especially when it's unnecessary, and you're literally fighting for your life in order for you to be able to get out that particular drama, if that person wants the drama to continue, they will find ways to keep you in the game. And 9 times out of 10, in order to keep you in the game, they have to create chaos. And that leads me to number 2, chaos. I can't stand it. I cannot stand chaos at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I've been divorced twice. I don't like it. I can't tolerate it. My mouth, my spirit, my everything cannot sit back and endure someone else's chaos, their own brand of chaos that they try to throw at me, and I'm supposed to sit back and digest it. No. No, ma'am. No, sir. Can I do it? Will not do it. Haven't done it. I don't create chaos in no one's life unless it's me telling the truth. In doing that, I am not trying to create chaos. I'm literally shedding light on the situation, letting someone know, hey, that didn't happen, but this happened. And I have receipts. So whenever I'm telling someone the truth, I always make sure I back it up with receipts. I'm not just giving a play-by-play or basically stating, oh, this is just facts and you should believe me because I tell the truth all the time. No, because I'm a person that don't just say it. I also back it up with actions, and my actions are my receipts. So when it comes to chaos, me and that heifer don't get along, because whenever I come with the truth, anger, disgust, all these different feelings that come along with chaos, it tries its best to eat at me, to eat at my soul, in order for me to react in a way that is suitable for the person who is bringing the chaos in my life. I'll say if you knew me 10 to 15 years ago, that if you saw me in a chaotic situation, my reaction would be the first thing and the only thing that people would see. And people would be able to correlate my reaction to the character that was built by whomever was bringing the chaos. And for years, I would still react in a way. I would be one of those people that, hey, if you gonna take it low, I'm gonna take it to hell. And that's the way that I was. I was standing on business. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Until a few years ago, I ended up deciding to calm those reactions when chaos was knocking at my door. I ended up learning different ways to handle a chaotic situation. And I ended up turning into humor at times, because some of the things that were being thrown at me, it wasn't anything that I should be upset about. It was basically fueled by this person's imagination. And whenever that person's imagination was going wild, they'll bring that drama to me. I would just basically ignore it. But I ended up learning that with ignoring it, ignited something within that person that took the drama that they were trying to create, it took it to a whole nother level. So they would drum up the drama. And with every step, I would turn around and I'd combat it with something else. I remember one time that I ended up telling a person that, hey, I'll argue with you, but in order for us to argue, you can't use any vowels. So every word that you speak should not have a vowel in it. And that person looked at me like I was crazy and walked away. Now, I started using that with a lot of people who would bring unnecessary to my door. You bring the unnecessary to my door, I'm going to find some kind of funny, weird little quip to tell you in order for you to be confused and for you to get the heck away from me with what you were trying to put down, because I wasn't having it. So when chaos one day overtook me, I went beyond hell, and I saw that my reaction was what that person was looking for, that they were basically doing things to create this chaos in my life. And no matter what it was that I was doing, they were hip to what I was doing and found a way to get me caught up in the chaos that they had created. And the only way they were able to get me enthralled within this chaos was by messing with my money. Now, this is the thing. When you play with my money, everything go out the window. I don't care. You can't play with my money. That's one thing. I can't tolerate it. I'm a mother of several, and every dime that I have, I normally use it towards my household. Now, on those rare occasions, there may be something that I want to do, go to a concert, go out of town for a couple of days just to be able to, have a little bit of me time, a little bit of adult time without the kiddos. But in this particular chaotic situation, my money was played with. And I'm not talking about a little bit of money. I'm talking about over $1,000. And I ended up losing out on my flight and my hotel that I booked simply because of the fact that someone wanted me to entertain their chaos. And my dumb behind did. And while they kept coming at me with all these chaotic things, I snapped. And once I snapped, I was doing all kinds of weird and crazy and beyond hell things. And I wasn't even paying attention at first. But the person was filming me the entire time. Now, they were filming my reaction, not saying anything about the actions that they were doing, but they were filming my reaction. And what snapped me out of the reaction that I was having was hearing the person say, "I told y'all she was crazy. Just look at what she's doing." That snapped me out of that rage like that. I stopped what I was doing. Well, yeah, I stopped that particular thing. I drug my mattress out of the bedroom, put it in the living room, and I slept on that mug and let that person sleep on the floor. And it was literally, that was the last straw for me when it came to that person in chaos. I was like, I'm done. Because now I'm seeing that people are using chaos to be able to bring me out of character simply because of the fact that they want to have their way with me, and I wasn't having it. So after that incident, I beat up on myself a lot because of the fact of what I did and basically how I handled the situation. And I told myself, no longer respond by going beyond hell. Don't do that, because people can be able to take that and interpret that as you being the problem maker instead of a problem solver. Find more healthier ways of getting out of chaotic situations versus getting so frustrated that you end up going out of character and being out of character in that way. Because I'm telling you, the way that I was acting, baby, people would have thought that I needed a straitjacket at that point. So I learned a lot. So when it comes to me in chaos, I try to stay away from that heifer, and that heifer better not ever come back to my door. I can't say never, because as soon as you say never, well, for me, as soon as I say that word, it happens. But I don't intend on participating in anyone's chaotic moments. The third thing is jealousy. I can be able to honestly say that I have not been jealous of anyone. I don't care about what you drive. I don't care about what home you have, what clothes, what money. I don't care, because I can obtain that as well. Everyone has the opportunity to be able to create the life that they want to see themselves in. And even though I may have made mistakes in my life or decisions in my life that were either negative or positive as an outcome, I made those decisions. And that's the path that I walked on until I either course corrected, or if it was the right path, I continued on that same path and just loved living life. But whenever I ended up taking detours off of a path, it was never anybody else's fault. Like, you know how people say that they have regrets in life? Well, I don't have regrets, because the things that I've done in life, each and every one of them created who I am today. So I don't have regrets of anything. But I have had people that have been jealous of me, and that's the only thing that I've ever regretted, is having jealous people in my circle. I can be able to count on one hand how many people have been in my life, directly or indirectly, and have shown jealous tendencies towards me. Now, like I said, I'm a regular person, but I am also a meek person. Very meek. I will give you the shirt off my back if you need it. But to be jealous of anyone and what they have, their worldly possessions, I've never seen the need for doing so. That's why I say we all have the opportunity of shaping our life. It's just up to us when we're tired of going down that wrong path to be able to venture to the right one. And the last one for me, number 4, is envy. Now, some people say jealousy and envy is the same thing. In my head, it's not. When you're envious of someone, you take that to the next level. You're not just trying to copy what they're doing or trying to have the same things that they have. You're also trying to create mischief in the other person's life. And what I mean by that is there are some people who are envious that go and copy another person that they claim to not like, and then turn around, they'll slander that person. They'll try to make that person seem as if they're beneath the other person, and then turn around and copy everything that that person is doing. Yes, some people may say, oh, that's jealousy. That's jealousy. No, that's envy. That's how I look at envy personally. I see jealousy as being jealousy. Jealousy is just basically, girl, you think you something because you got that little car over there, or you got that little house over there. Envy is going and getting that little house, that little car, and that little house, and getting them little things that you done told somebody else about, and then turning around and degrading that person for having things that you just went and copped. That's what envy looks like to me. And I ain't got no time for that. Zero. Zilch. I will not tear down another individual simply because of the fact that they look better than me, they dress better than me, they speak better than me. I will never do that. I can't do that because I'm not envious of another person, because I can be able to fix my mannerisms. I can be able to go and buy a new body or a new face if that's what I needed to do. I can be able to go out and obtain these things in which I'm envious of another person about. So why in the world is envy something that even exists when all you have to do is go out there and get it for yourself? So on my end, those 4 things I can't do. I can't do those personally because those are literally toxic traits that I've seen in so many different people that I've come across, that I've, met during my life. And I've seen how those traits have turned those people into something that's unrecognizable. I've seen those traits transform a person's life into something that looks like hell. And I will never understand why people do that to themselves, why they allow those 4 elements to come into their lives, and then it literally ruins them in some way. If it's not spiritually, it's physically. If it's not physically, it's financially. If it's not financially, it's mentally. Why? Why morally bankrupt yourself when it comes to those 4 things? That's why I stay away from it. I love people. I love how there are so many innovative things that you can be able to do to create the life that you want. And keeping those 4 things out of your life will help you to be able to propel and to move forward in life in the way that you need to. Now, that's what I stand on. And because I stand on those things, that's why I don't have the problems that some people that I may talk to or interact with have. And this is not a brag. This is not boasting. Not at all. It's just that I have designed my life to keep those 4 elements out as much as possible. And whenever those 4 elements end up coming my way from others, I now know what to do in order to keep myself, my character, my emotions. I keep it down. I know that my words can be weaponized. I know that my reactions can create victims. So if I don't want to be a villain in someone else's story, those 4 things can't be within me. Even though I am the villain in somebody's story, I know that if I was to tell the truth, that others would be able to see that I'm actually the victim and not the villain. But with that being said, I love the growth that I've had over all of these years. Because when I became an adult, baby, the way that I dealt with drama and chaos when I was in my late teens and early 20s, I should have been in jail. But God had his hand upon me and on my life. And as the years went by, I ended up learning how to deal with drama, how to deal with chaos, jealousy, and envy, and how to sidestep those things in order for me to be someone that people can trust, somebody that people can love, someone who people can be, yo, I know this woman and she's good people. That's what I've made sure that I maintain, is that I'm a good person. My reactions back in the day were not the best. And that's with anybody who's going through growing pains, because you have to grow in order for you to know better. And with the growth that I've done, I learned so much. And to allow those four things, drama, chaos, jealousy, and envy, to take control, that's something that I just cannot see myself doing, especially with how far I've come from the situations and the life experiences that I faced. So to recap, there are just 4 things that I just can't do in my life. I may be able to listen to it, but I can't actually do it to another person. When it comes to drama and chaos, I get rid of those issues by being sarcastically funny, or I ignore it now and I move forward. When it comes to jealousy and envy, I just don't participate in it. And I don't keep people around in my life that do the same thing. My advice to anyone who may be going through drama, I say put a lid on it. Whatever you have to do, if you're the one that's creating the drama, stop it. If you're the one that's receiving the drama, exit out of it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to defend yourself. Remove yourself out of that situation, because the truth will always come to light. When it comes to chaos and drama together, keep the spotlight on the person who's creating it, because as soon as you react, the camera, that light, that spotlight is going to be right back on you. And it's not going to be that this person started it. It's going to be how you ended it. When it comes to jealousy and envy, you got this. You can go out there and get it on your own. There's no need for you to be jealous of what no one else has. If it's a car, you can go and get it. If it's a house, you can go and get it. If it's the way you look, you can go and fix it. Jealousy and envy has no place in your life. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If not, well, maybe in the next episode. But I can be able to tell you, I'm starting to get better and better every episode. So thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next episode.